Kenneth Plamer didn't do so well. He can't be perilous. Agneth was right. She always is. I'll just kind of scroll through this and stop it every couple seconds. And if you're interested in reading it, you can pause and go crazy. I've probably read it 100 times. It's not boring, not at all. It explains what a shambling mound is doing. Cruising around. Bertha, I think, is a good name for them. Okay, we're gonna go to the hut. Do that one. Just because we're not really afraid of the Technic League anymore. They could still kill us. The fight could still go very wrong, but quite a bit more confident with second level characters as opposed to first. Plus we have 2 more companions to save and then release into the wild. Medicinal, huh? I see. Definitely wanted to make sure I was recording because we'll definitely have a fight with the Technic League on the way down towards the Thorn Forge. I think I missed it the last time. It was it recorded only sound for some reason. Pile, there's this funny looking plant that you're always going on about. This is much more palatable with a decent computer because these cutscenes used to take forever. Like 5 or 6 minutes for each one. It was crazy. You can see that in the worst playthrough, the worst Let's Play playthrough. Which I actually finished, if you can believe that. Pretty monumental, considering how the last one ended. When I was on a roll. The fact that I made it all the way through. Pretty remarkable. I'm still not quite over the way the last one ended.
You should have run! Attack! Cowards!
A calculated risk.
Strike! Attack!
I was wagering that you would put him away. Oh, he switched. There was an item there. There it is. Nugra's old notes. Nugra is the Stag Lord's father. And that's not his notes. These are his notes. This is where he tells you about there is a hint in one of these ones. Oh, okay. I have to gather forest herbs and make a hiding place, hide my charms. So that's how you know how to put let's see here. I'm hiding the charms in the herb cache. I probably should not. Okay. Anyway, if you haven't been through here, there's a kind of a neat little trick. Interesting. This chest is hard to open. I do think Pyle will get this one. Pyle hasn't been too lucky at these ones. Nope, didn't get it. It's only a 21, so one of these guys should be able to get it. Let's try Tillman first. There we go. Everybody's just throwing it right in Pyle's face today. Not the real treasure here.
I have been waiting for you. The flowers, birds, and wind told me you would come. Oh, my poor flowers. They will perish before long in this fog. I have no one else I can ask for help, but I dare not insist. Please return if you decide to listen, or find yourself in need of advice.
Some edibles.
That is quite a discovery.
Some more Nugra's notes.
Please hasten.
Hasten.
I lose strength by the hour, and soon I will be unable to help you. An ancient temple. The temple of the Stag God. Yes, yes, that must be it. The place of power where the druid created the fog. Perhaps we'll be able to cleanse it from there. The temple hides in the thicket not far from here. You will need to go there and purge the place of whatever evil still lingers there, summoned by the druid's sinister ritual. Take care. You are my only hope.
Help me, Obi-Wan. Alright, at least I didn't have to walk back. There's some stuff over here, I think. This will be a Dryad's token. She's token. And there's a rather nasty wolf around the corner, but we've never had a tough time with him. Having said that, he'll probably TPK us. Yep.
Don't hold back!
It's quite a crowd.
We can do it!
I think this is the most trouble I've ever had with this wolf.
A solid plan.
Alright, so what you do here is you go. Culinary herbs. They dried out long ago. I don't think there's anything back here. Alright, so you open the chest, there's nothing in it. You split your herbs. I don't even need to split them. I'll put them both in. Alright, now we're out of herbs. Way to go, Pile. Your laziness. Nets you +1 short sword. And what else was it? Shambles ×2 and... Okay, so let's do that. We'll get our rest on. Actually, I should see about, see if I missed anything. I'll never come back here again. He says like a disgruntled customer. Make me walk all the way around just to leave. I'm never coming back here again. Oh, Karen. You're so dramatic.
Everyone counts on me.
That haggis might save our lives. $75 days. Tartouche. Alright. So we've been at this for 14 days and 23 hours. That's not bad. We're clipping along pretty well. You don't want to have any hints of fatigue when you run into the Technic League. It's a tough fight. It used to be even tougher before this edition. The wizard used to use blindness. As opposed to cause fear. Okay, here we go. Just when did the haggis run out? Probably just like 4 seconds ago. When you have companions with you, they let you take one of them hostage and then you can go and rescue them. But since you don't have any, this playthrough is companion free. So this is an important shot right here, Pyle. And you choked.
Yes.
Okay, so I have to make her go. We don't want to be dealing with those wolves. This is a big shot right here. Got 2 for all the money. Okay. That's important.
Strike with all your might!
Too close. It's hard to tell.
Now,
Nice shot.
Oh! Forgive me for this failure.
Ah, that's trouble. What are you gonna do? Just lay there and bleed?
We won't falter! This will hurt!
forwards!
You should have run!
This will hurt.
Aim carefully.
It's gutsy, Antok. Real gutsy. Usually not much of a knife fighter. Oh, what am I doing?
Forwards!
This should always be there. Always.
We can do it! Yeah! Strike!
You led them off the hook, fellas.
Let's hear it.
Strike with all your might!
Gotta have you, pile. Nice. You should be popping out of it right about now. Yep.
Attack!
We won't falter!
So this is place when the mercenaries decide whether they're gonna still work for me or not. You can kill him. Take his shit. Take his stuff and then say he didn't make it.
Let us not hesitate.
And then become the kings ourselves. We don't really need them except for this. We've got a few checks to
Together we
make.
stand.
Mostly knowledge based. So it's knowledge. Arcane is the toughest. Double them up on the world, and then lower. Nice, we got all three. The more you get, the bigger the experience point reward. Don't usually get all three. Okay, we're getting tired. Still have 16 rations left. Should have one more cooking haggis. You have an easier go on this one because you have time to prep your
Without a doubt.
spells. Is it seriously gonna rain like this?
Inimosi travisi. Inimosi travisi. Inimosi travisi.
I should have looked. That's 1 minute per, right? Yeah, okay. Let's get you.
Aborane sentes. Ona adayana. Ona adayana.
All right, and you should have your... I didn't take it. Hurricane bow, I was thinking. That's okay. We'll find a use for these other spells. Just roll in here strong and surprising.
Die!
That was being clever by him.
Don't hold back!
Oh, bad idea, bad idea.
Strike as one.
Let's try this way.
Hey, you were running short of provisions. What does that mean? It's weird.
A solid plan.
Good job, fellas. Just go for the sweet, sweet AOO. He's gonna get feared in a second. He's gonna own him. Oh, we made the save. Okay, so let's move on up. And attaboy, Reg. Killer good.
This will hurt!
The wolves become a nuisance in a second, but in the meantime... Oh!
Forwards!
Not the wolf. Not the wolf. The caster.
You should have run!
Oh, this just turned. On the caster, not the wolf.
I shall not falter.
Oh, you just faltered. Oh, 2 hit points. Gotta have it. There we go. Okay. He runs for a good bit too.
Forwards! Strike! Let's see what your entrails look like.
Do not hold back.
We can do it!
Who are you? See ya. Pretty
That
good gear.
was easy.
Some pretty good gear. There's a secret one over here, yeah. Masterwork longbow. Just like the bow aesthetic more.
Out of my way!
Let's just give it one more quick once over here. I don't really feel like doing the Temple of the Elk tonight, but normally on this southern swing I would.
We march ahead.
I would definitely do it. Well, we're close to the bridge. We'll just head back. We'll map out a couple things. Like this route home.
A rest is in order.
All right. No more haggis for you. I thought there was a recipe they had. I didn't see one. Maybe I didn't look very hard though. Nope. We're just going home. I feel like that was enough for tonight. We're off to a good start. All the tough stuff is done. Well, the Temple of the Elk can get a little dicey. Especially the wolves. Don't have to do it now until... Yeah, could probably wait till 3rd level now. We're gonna have to take their stuff and give them their walking papers. Ooh, didn't have one. We're gonna have a bunch of lanterns. I'll let her keep her bow. Yeah, we'll let him keep his armor. What did we do with Valerie's belt lantern? Did we just sell it? Somebody have it on their belt? Yeah, you do. Okay. I never use it. Belt lanterns for everybody. That's our motto. We didn't talk to Jihad Kavkin either. I definitely won't give him the heave-ho. He's my dealer.
How may I serve you? That's why I'm here. Find the Temple of the Elk.
I found it.
I've pieced together its location from what I can remember of my visions. I have a rough idea of where to look for the sanctuary, somewhere in the North Nile marshes. However, I don't possess the strength to walk this path myself.
It's because you're 45.
Do not reject my plea, good traveler, and I'll repay you as best I can. In these dark times, people rarely help each other without compensation. May Erastil forgive us all. But I am sure my healing abilities will be useful to you.
Your diamond dust certainly will.
How may I serve you? What exactly would you like to know? My story? Why not? You deserve to know it. I am a priest of Erastil, and Galt is my homeland. You can imagine what it's like following the teachings of the Stag God in a realm torn by discord and strife. Rebellion and suspicion are the pillars of Galt. Led by Erastil, I tried to guide my flock to embrace tranquility and balance and guard them from hasty judgment. until I fell from grace myself. Foolish, foolish old Jod. My misdeeds cast a shadow over my life and service. In search of redemption and a balm for my soul, I took to the road. I had come nearly to despair when Erastil sent me a vision of the Temple of the Elk. I knew that very moment that the Stag God had shown me the way to redemption. Well, if you truly wish to know, I'll have to start from the long time back. Werewolves preyed upon the lands around my village. They murdered people for fun or sport and left the corpses to rot on the roads. One night, they broke into a young woman's house and dragged her into the streets. One evening, a traveler came to our tavern, tattered and dirty from days on the road like so many others roaming Galt. He sat quietly in the corner of the tavern, drinking cheap ale, and in an instant, I knew he was a werewolf. I felt it in my soul. It was like Erastil himself had whispered it into my ear. Led by Providence, I left to gather my flock, and we surrounded the tavern. The retribution was swift. However, I was tragically mistaken. The young man was no werewolf. He was a bandit, sent to spy on the village by one of the local gangs. We only found out after, when we went through his things. Indeed, I remind myself of this every day when I awaken, and again when I go to sleep. I, who admonished my fellow citizens for the chaos they spread and the transgressions they made, but then I myself. Whatever the case, I knew Erastil was no longer pleased with me. It was terrifying. Imagine how my mind raced when here in the Stolen Lands I heard the voice of the Stag God once again. He gave me another chance at service to atone for my guilt. Now I have regained hope, and that very hope is my most precious possession. For some, it is a land of freedom, where power belongs to the people, not to lords or kings. For others, it's a land of never-ending revolution, a realm surrendered to anarchy. It depends on who you ask. For me, I found Galt a violent place. Crowds eager to lynch a stranger for that accent or appearance, where a single word uttered at the wrong time or place can spark the people to riot and cities to burn. For me, it is a place inhabited by the frightened and the desperate, always suspicious, watchful of trickery. All too often they are deaf to the voice of reason. They cannot grasp that chaos and lawlessness lead only to yet more chaos and lawlessness. All my life I've tried to break through to these poor people, but alas, I don't seem to have made much progress. As you wish. Of course, it would be my pleasure. Erastil is one of the eldest gods of Golarion. His faith emerged when the first people appeared upon the land. Erastil helped our ancestors cultivate the land and hunt. Even now, his blessing lies with those who uphold the old traditions and keep to simpler ways, far from civilization and the noise of the city. Tell that to the peasant robbed of all he owns, spending his night in the gutter, hoping to live to see the sunrise. You won't see such things in a village. As you wish. Still, lend your ear to this old man's words. Don't brush away the wisdom of ages past. I came here to spread the kindness of simple village life, which is often lost and forgotten in the noise of an indifferent city. The word demand does not befit the Stag God. Honesty and friendship, loving families, merry weddings, and newborn children in their mother's arms, they bring a smile to Erastil's face. He loves his people and rewards them with fortunate hunts and plentiful harvests. But he has no temper for sloth and vanity. He never bestows gifts upon his faithful without first measuring their worthiness. We ourselves must win our daily bread, but the Stag God comes to our aid in times of need and strife. I see it more clearly every day. Erastil himself led me to meet you. Your keen spirit will serve you well. I am happy to help.
I will guide us.
Oh, okay. He wants a word. Okay, cool. Thank you. Pile already has a masterwork, yeah. Shambles and chocolate are worth a lot. We've got enough for our first suit of armor. We got 12. Yeah. Let's get 6 more. And we'll concentrate on dealing with the old sycamore. What do you give me for an old suit of bandit mail? 62 gold pieces, huh? Alright, I'll take it. Where did those two go? Right upstairs. Heavy set man. I never noticed him as heavy set.
Fair enough. For a Garess, the prosperity of the house and the honor of the name stands above all else. And I was betrothed to a widow from another noble house. This union was of great importance to the family. However, 3 months before the wedding, I met a commoner girl, gentle and pure, and we fell in love. I would have rather died than leave my Tanya, so I decided to break off the engagement with my noble bride. I could never have expected what would follow. My father was furious. I'd set a pointless love affair above the interests of the house. He expelled me from the family and ordered to leave our lands under threat of death. And Tanya, her mother was seriously ill, and she stayed behind to care for her rather than follow me into exile. Thus, I was on my own, disgraced, without a name, and without love. Don't imagine that I ask for pity. Everyone gets what they deserve. What's done is done. Well then, ask away. House Garess owns a number of valleys and gorges in the Galushkin Mountains. The landscape makes these places easily defensible, and they're rich in ores and everything else the depths of the earth have to offer. It is a place of rare beauty. When I moved to Restov, I couldn't get used to it for a long time. There was nothing but sky between the roofs, no mountain peaks anywhere in sight. It is an old and renowned family, one of the most influential in Brevoy. A long time ago, the Garess house entered a pact with the dwarven clan of Golka. This proved to be of great benefit to both parties, and they've supplied the ore for our forges ever since. Lord Howland even took the son of the dwarven leader as his ward. Who would have known where this would lead? The same winter that Brevoy lost the Rogarvia dynasty, Howland's only natural son, Bren, went missing in the mountains. Thus, Toval Golka, the Lord's dwarven ward, became heir to House Garess. The lad has it tough, though. Too many believed Howland should have chosen someone of his own blood to be the heir. I would imagine my own father had similar plans for me. but we all know how that went. As you wish.
I'm curious how much the mercenaries are now. 4,500 gold pieces. We're going to finish this up by telling them to hit the bricks. I thought Reg was going with you. What happened? Okay. Okay, there we go. Yep, you'll have more fun with another gang. Oh, I forgot to sell that. Alright, kids. Another one's done.